Hello and welcome to TVC News. This are top stories. Jusitce Olukayode Ariwoola retires as 22nd Chief Justice of Nigeria. Bandits killed 13 farmers in Alawa community in Chiroro local government area of Niger State. On the foreign scene, search continues for one person still missing after luxury yacht sank in storm off coast of Sicily on Monday. Let's start in the nation's capital. It is now official. Jusitce Olukayode Ariwoola has retired as the 22nd Chief Justice of Nigeria as he turns 70 today. Jusitce Ariwoola was born on the 22nd of August 1954. He graduated from the University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife, Osun State, where he obtained his bachelor's degree in law. He was called to the bar and got enrolled at the Supreme Court of Nigeria as a solicitor and advocate in July 1981. Jusitce Ariwoola started his career as a state counsel on National Youth Service Corps at the Ministry of Justice, Akure, Ondo State, and later as a legal officer in the Ministry of Justice, Oyo State, until 1988 when he voluntarily left the state civil service for private practice. He had worked as counsel in chambers of Chief Ladosu Ladakbo San between October 1988 and July 1989 when he established Olukayode Ariwoola & Co., and that's a firm of legal practitioners and consultants in Oyo town in August 1989, and where he was appointed in November 1982 as a judge of Oyo State. Jusitce Ariwoola, before his elevation to the Supreme Court, served as Justice of the Court of Appeal in Kaduna, Enugu, and Lagos divisions. On the 22nd of November 2011, he was elevated to the bench of the Supreme Court and was appointed Substantive Chief Justice of Nigeria on June the 27th, 2022. His appointment as CJN followed the resignation of Justice Tanko Mohammed. Jusitce Ariwoola was formally confirmed Chief Justice by the Nigerian Senate on 21st September 2022. And barring any last-minute change, Justice Kudirat Kekere-Ekun will be succeeding Justice Ariwoola as Chief Justice of Nigeria in acting capacity, pending her confirmation by the Nigerian Senate. Justice Kekere-Ekun is the second most senior justice in the bench of the Supreme Court, and she was last week nominated by the National Judicial Council as his 106th meeting to take over from Justice Olukayode Ariwoola. Upon the President's approval, Justice Kekere-Ekun will become the second female CJN, the first being Justice Miriam Mukhtar, who held the position from July 2012 to November 2014.
The impact he has made in the Supreme Court and the judiciary at large. I recall it was during his term that the Supreme
Well, let's take a break now. When we return, we'll bring you more stories. Stay with us.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Voted as the best TV station of the year. TVC News breaks into the core of every event as they happen, following all nationwide big and impactful stories. Without the news from every perspective, covering every human angle. I am Veronica, bringing you the news you would want to watch.
Thanks for staying with us. As part of efforts to maintain the quality and integrity of the Nigerian standard passport, the federal government has approved an upward review of the fees for the passport effective the 1st September. Now, based on this review, the 32-page passport booklet with 5-year validity, previously earlier priced at 35,000 naira, will now be 50,000 naira, while the 64-page passport booklet with 10-year validity, which was 70,000 naira, will be 100,000 naira. The fees remain unchanged in the diaspora. The Nigerian Immigration Service says it regrets any inconvenience this increase might cause prospective applicants and assured Nigerians of its unwavering commitment to transparency and quality service delivery at all times. Let's now talk politics. Acting chairman of the People's Democratic Party, Umaru Damagum, says the criticism against his leadership will not deter him from ensuring that there is stability within the party. The acting chairman also inaugurated committees on reconciliation and disciplinary action. TVC News senior correspondent Femi Akonde reports.
This is the inauguration of the committees on national reconciliation and disciplinary actions. Another attempt to reorganize the People's Democratic Party after 3 successive election defeats has severely fractured Nigeria's main opposition party. A previous reconciliation committee saddled with the task of settling differences between aggrieved members, led by former President of the Senate, Bukola Saraki, had submitted its report just before the 2023 general election. But the fallout of that election has created a need for another reconciliatory effort.
As I'm free to be very clear. The truth must be told all the time. This party should not be allowed to die.
The acting national chairman of the PDP, who has increasingly faced criticisms from different quarters, both within and outside the party, says he is unfazed, but committed to ensuring the stability and progress of the party.
People are making me very popular lately. Anytime you open social media, television, it's Damagun, Damagun. Honestly speaking, I've started contemplating it's high time I throw my self into the ring to also buy for the presidency of this country. Because I've become popular. Even though negative to bring me down, but I'm not deterred. I have a responsibility to this party to keep it safe and stable.
2 prominent members of the People's Democratic Party, Olagunsoye Oyinlola and Tom Ikimi, have their jobs cut out as they chair the reconciliation and disciplinary committees. But executing this task at hand will not be a walk in the park. Recent diatribes from the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, who is an aggrieved member of the PDP, another from Ikenga Ugochinyere, a PDP lawmaker, and criticisms from the elder statesman Edwin Clark may have complicated an already bad situation.
You will agree with me that unfortunately bickering, small and big fights, and all sorts of internal strikes have been the bane of our strength. Bitterness and recriminations are almost a permanent threat to our existence as a political party.
The People's Democratic Party has already fixed its gaze on the 2027 general election. The establishment of these committees is just one of many other steps to reposition a once dominant political party that held sway at the federal government for 16 years. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
And as the PDP inaugurates reconciliatory and disciplinary committees, Chieftain and former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the party, Diron Deyemi, joins me now on the news. Good to have you join us.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So one of the complaints, as is where, of some members of your party is about the leadership of the party. And some of us have asked the acting chairman of the party to resign it is that same chairman who has now inaugurated this committee. How does that work, and how will that, help alleviate some of these complaints coming from members of the party?